Welcome back, everybody, to this Sunday service. I'm Kalani, and today's theme is ongoing creation, or what I like to call the creating of life. We'll talk more about that in a minute. Right now, we're going to play some more music. So welcome. I'm glad you're here. Let's go. Thank you for being here today, everyone. Today's theme is ongoing creating. And in the past weeks, we've had a reading from the beautiful Radiant Sutras, and today we're going to have another one. Can I leave the background music on and do this? We'll just take it down a little. How about some rumba clave in the background? So this was written by Lauren Roche, this book, or transcribed actually. It's a interpretation. And today's reading is this. I think I'm going to do it without anything in the background because it starts with listening. And the first lesson of music and what music teaches us about mindfulness is that music starts with silence. Everything starts from silence, from the nothingness, or what we perceive of as nothingness, the manifested, the unmanifested world. And then we live in what some people call the manifested world. So the first word is really important in this, and it's something that's it's at the root of mindfulness and of actually beingness. It says this: listen to the inner sound. The one that you rode outward into this life, into the manifestation of yourself. Savor the sound of softly continuing, resonating through all the nerves of your body, permeating, expanding everywhere. Know this is the sound of ongoing creation. So I want to dig into this a little bit more because this is pretty profound. There's a lot here. So let's start at the end and work our way backwards. I assert, and I'm happy to discuss this with anyone, but I assert that the idea that let's say the universe, you could say the earth or the universe, whatever all this stuff is that we're observing, I don't agree with the idea, or I would argue that the universe was not created, or the earth was not created and now it's here. You know, like it happened and now it's just decaying and getting old. Or that you were not just simply born. But I would say that the universe and the earth and you and me, we are creatings. We are a creating. We are constantly being created and being manifested. That the earth, the universe, is not a thing that just, okay, now it's here. But it's a process, and it's constantly creating. And tuning into the feeling of that, knowing that that is what's happening, and that you are part of that. And that the same creative spirit, the same energy, the same force that is creating all of this is creating you, obviously, because you're a big part of it. the inner sound that you rolled out, that you rolled outward on into this life. I love that. Into this manifestation of yourself. Another aspect I think that music teaches us is that all notes, all rhythms, all sound, they're part of the same thing. They're part of the same song, if you will. They're all coming from the same stuff, right? They're all, and really it's just vibrations propagated through the air that we interpret as music. It's all sound. All musicians are doing is disturbing the air in very beautiful and artistic ways, hopefully. Sometimes not so beautiful, but artistic nonetheless. It's all the same stuff, just like all of this, all this carbon-based life. It's all the same stuff. It's all made out of the same stuff. It's just different manifestations, or what I like to call expressions. A mountain is an expression of the earth. It's not separate from the earth, right? It is earth. A river, things that we identify as things, separate things, a river, a mountain, a tree, they are literally the same thing as the earth. It's just a different expression of it. I like to think of a flower or tree or something as the earth just kind of saying, yeah, like here it comes. Wow, look at that piece of the earth. It's just beautiful. And it's moving, it's growing, it's animated in some way. What is that? Well, that's spirit. And that's the creative intelligence. That's the creating. And you and I and everything here is an expression of the earth. It's all earth, it's all universe, just in various manifested forms. And when you understand that, when you not just understand it, but when you feel it, know this as the sound of ongoing creation. When you realize that you are this amazing, beautiful expression of the earth, of the universe, or that you are part of the one song, it's an amazing feeling. And you know what? I want to congratulate you on being here for this very short period of time, because the earth is churning. It churns through these expressions we call lives, a life. Some of the earth is being expressed in some ways at one time, and then it falls back in. And we call that death, right? When you fall back into the earth, then another expression comes. And it's an ongoing river of expressions. It's an ongoing river of these manifestations. But, it's all here. All the ancestors are here. Every expression that came before, every person, everything that had a name, it's still here, just unmanifested. It's right around us. It's all the same stuff. But now's your turn. This is your turn to be here, to be sentient, and to experience. And that's what you can do. That's all you need to do. Just be here, be thankful, experience it, enjoy the opportunity to create and be part of this ongoing creating. It's amazing. It really is, folks. It's an incredible experience. I'm going to play a little bit more music. If you have any questions about any of the instruments I'm using, or you'd like to connect with me more, either on the music side or the mindfulness side, you can do that at patreon.com/Kalani, or send me a message through kalanimusic.com, and I'll be happy to respond. I hope you guys are having a great weekend. I realize there's a lot going on in the world, and I'm not ignoring that. We're hoping that all the folks in the Ukraine and everybody involved with that are safe, and let's all keep them in our thoughts and do what we can. Right now, that is put out a good message and make some music. thank you for tuning in today, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this presentation, this message. One of the lessons that we can glean from music is that it's an ongoing process. And I was happy to demonstrate today that sometimes we reach for something, we reach for a tool or some bit of information or something, like a flute, and we realize it's the wrong one. But that's okay. Because we can keep reaching, we can keep trying, and we can keep experimenting and creating, because this is an ongoing creation. Your life is an ongoing creating, so don't worry if you've reached for the wrong stuff in the past. It doesn't matter. Keep trying, keep doing your best, and you'll get there. And in the end, you'll find harmony because you'll pick up the right flute.